Alright, here we go.
Who are you?
Anyway. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Omega. And last time I watched episode 23, which was titled The Space Gazers, where basically, after learning about, his amnesia and stuff, and learning that, his species are supposed to be like aliens that watch over the Earth and protect it from aliens for more of their research purposes and not actually protect the Earth itself, and are basically supposed to let the kaiju and whatever species on the planet fight because the old man who they were following in the messages, I forget his name, I'm sorry, it's been a bit. But he basically says, oh yeah, there's like this theory going around that each planet goes through an awakening where all these kaiju wake up, and it's kind of like a test to see who will win, the species of the planet or the kaijus. And again, as he explained in episode 22, his planet was destroyed because they tried to fight the kaiju, and ultimately they destroyed themselves and had to leave. And then, yeah, Blazar destroyed his, remaining, remnants because they were going to try to invade Earth. And then, yeah, that's when Omega got his amnesia. But, yeah. They tell this information to Sayuki and Ayu, but not everything. Kosei does keep some secrets to himself. And basically, Serato is unfortunately going through some problems now. Oh my god. Oh my god, text. I'll look at that later. But, yeah. He started basically reverting back to, what he is supposed to be. Very, it seemed like emotionless and not really reacting. Like, there's even a part where Sayuki is like, hey, Serato, what do you think? And he's like, I do not have a response for you. Or something like that. Basically trying to be like, I'm not supposed to be interacting with you. And he flopped back and forth, and we even saw his, I'll call him space gazer self, basically being like, hey, dude, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Get back into space and don't do anything. There's even one part he went into his chest and basically possessed him for a bit. So when they were fighting the new kaiju, which was shooting this laser and all that, they had to build a cannon to try to shoot it, which I believe they were mentioning it had the same material used from the meteorite that Gabra was trying to eat from episode 21. So they used that to power it. And they had a cool moment where Kosei had Rekiness when they missed with the laser because the creature destroyed it. He redirected the beam into its chest. But then the penguin monster showed up and unfortunately took out Rekiness, and then he got killed himself, which I just found funny. He just showed up. He's like, "Oh hi, I'm just here." He just wanted to have a little, as I compared it, monster battle, monster hunter turf war. Basically, he just showed up randomly. Which for the whole time while that was happening, Serato was basically just watching and not doing anything because he was, possessed by his space gazer self. But then after the penguin died, it snapped him out of it, and he tried to fight. And at first, his space gazer self tried to stop him, and he's like, "Leave me alone." And then he fights. He almost killed it, but then unfortunately, he gets fully taken over, and he even just lets the kaiju go, just stands there, turns to Kosei, does a little motion, and basically takes Rekiness, Trigon, and Valganus away from him and just flies off into space. And they even have a moment where Sayuki comes up and said, "Where did Omega... No, where did Serato go?" Showing, as I guessed it, she knew the whole time that he was Ultraman Omega. And Kosei just says, basically, I don't think we're ever going to see him again. And then it left on a cliffhanger of a horrible new threat that is going to be coming. And now that Serato is space gazer mode, he's not going to do anything to stop it. So, yeah. And we're going to have to wait next week for that episode, because this episode is, as the title says, is just a third recap episode. I was surprised. I thought they were only going to do two. I was like, oh shit, they're doing one more recap episode, I guess. Okay, I guess let's see what Nagari has been up to. Yeah, nothing else to say. Let's watch the special recap episode 3. This music is so dramatic. So now I'm wondering how is his name's Naragi, right? Their neighbor in their building. I wonder how he's gonna get involved in this story. I am very curious of, like, people who react to this. Am I, like, the only one who ever actually watches these? I wonder how many people actually skip these. Me, I'm just like, no, it's part of the show. I'm not gonna skip it. Okay, just to kind of recap what he was saying, because I was kind of talking, but okay, so his business is not doing so good because of all the frequent... Yeah, because of all the frequent kaiju attacks. Nobody wants to do any business because they're probably too worried about getting attacked and wanting to get away from the monsters. I like that little folder thing he has. He has like a sticker of the ghost chasers we had from that one episode. Damn, not only are our main heroes being depressed and in a bad spot, but so is him. His business is not doing so great, all because of these kaiju. Yeah, so I was making sure I was right about that. So yeah, because yeah, they were saying like Gabra was after this special energy, which again was also used for the laser, as I said. Yeah. Okay, I was making sure I was correct on that.
というと今や怪獣は世界中で出現してるでしょ国外じゃその国々の防衛組織がどうにか対処してるじゃない
They did mention that, but yeah, I didn't think about that. It's like, oh yeah, like, since this Ultraman is based in Japan, yeah, all the other countries have to defend themselves against these things, unfortunately. Let's say I'm surprised they actually have a report on that one. Though they didn't go into details, I imagine they wouldn't have told the public that, oh yeah, we had to deal with a time-traveling kaiju. I'd imagine they'd keep that under wraps. Again, I gotta say, it was so great that they brought Gabra finally to a new show, and the way they introduced him too, like with all these new abilities, the fact he could fly. I was really surprised. I really did like that. And again, if they ever use him for the future, I hope they give him some more interesting storylines. Because again, I like this one, where he's like, oh, he's just sleeping, and then he like wanted to eat some of that Kanon 102.
Brought out revenge for the PS2.
そのおかげで仕事も止まっちゃって。
Don't lose your hope.
会社畳むしかないかな。
Just like the episode's called, it's gonna be Naragi's hope. He'll find a way to be happy again.
ウルトラマンもエルドギメラとグライム2体の怪獣を相手にしてたんでしょ
And this was also the event when he first started getting some of his memories back, when he had that near-death experience, which that was always such a fun moment of like the mystery of like learning how he got his amnesia. And again, I like how they're reminding us of this thing, because it's like, oh hey, remember this thing? Because guess what? It's coming back. Which again, I'm curious which kaiju did it eat. Did it eat the one that got away, I wonder? Or maybe it ate something completely different. I guess we'll see when episode 24 comes out. I still love that they're from Ultraman Z's world, and the fact I think, yeah, they're still keeping count of like how many brothers have been killed by Ultraman Z, which again, yeah, it is so funny to think, like, yeah, only 2 Ultramen have killed those kind of aliens, and Omega would have if the mother didn't stop them. Let's say, is this just showing a montage like, my god, look at all the things he's done, all the heroic acts he's done. And that's gonna inspire everybody to not give up hope, maybe, I'm assuming.
Ultraman が現れてからずっとその活躍を見続けてきたけど、いつも懸命に戦ってくれてると思わない？
思います。やっぱり信じていいんですよね。
少なくとも。
Well, I mean, currently right now, not as long as he's still a space gazer Ultraman. He's gotta come back as Serato if you're gonna have your Ultraman back. He's like, my god, they're right. All of them. They've been fighting for us this whole time. I can't give up now, too. I gotta keep my business
メ
going.
ール来てます。ラジオネーム地道に頑張るマン
Oh
さん。
my god, that was fast.
海賊隊をそしてウルトラマンを信じ
I
て
like that switch to his narration so we can hear his voice as he's
日々
writing
一
out
生
his
懸命生
message.
きることが
頑張って毎日を過ごしてるんだ。で、そんな
I like that. Like,
毎日を
remember all these
海
wacky
賊隊の皆
characters
さん
we
は
met?
守ろうとしてる。
I like that. Oh, I remember her. She like freaking fell in love with Omega.
私たちは信じて
Yeah, I
生
like
き
it
抜かなき
though.
ゃ。
Again, like so far, I like all the side characters that they had in each of the episodes. And that's why I liked it. Said it felt like very Ultraman-y. Like a lot of them, yeah, they didn't have like a major plot going on, but being standalone episodes, I liked like meeting these characters and seeing where the story went with them and stuff like that.
てるよ。お、この曲私も好き。
私もです。元気がもらえるんですよね。
Let's say, yeah, where is he going?
アンブレイカブル。
Oh, Unbreakable. That sounds like a cool song. Oh my goodness. I think we've heard this song actually. I like it. Again, who is that kid? Like I said, I'm assuming my theory about that kid is just he saw Omega years ago when he like battled that kaiju before it disappeared into the ghost world. I would assume that's all it was. And that's why the kid was surprised, because maybe he knew that Omega's not supposed to interfere. But yeah, I like this little montage. It's like, yeah, look at all the stuff they did. I like this. For me, I'm easy to please. Oh shit. He's out in the world. Oh my god, it's the first time we see him outside the building. Oh my goodness. I like that.
頑張れみんな
番組の途中ですが、ここで速報です。
Oh shit.
福島県山中に再び現れた外竜牙の前にウルトラマンが出現。
Oh shit, was that all taking place before that happened? Oh no. So yeah, damn, he was having hope for Ultraman. And then unfortunately, now they're gonna have to report that Ultraman just left. Shit.
空とはもう戻ってこないと思います。
緊急ニュースです。小笠原
Oh
諸島に
shit.
怪獣が。
No, don't spoils. Alright, but yeah, jeez. I was like, don't give me spoilers. I don't even care if it's like a news report. I kind of read a thing saying, "Oh, new kaiju showed up" or something. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not saying that because I do know the next episode is called "The Final Blow," which again, I'm very curious. Like, yeah, is this actually going to be the last episode, or are they going to have one more? Because I mean, let's see. It is the 26th. Yeah, I mean, if this is the last episode, New Year's, let me check. I have a calendar here. Yeah, like, dude, Oh, right, yeah, no. Right, I was thinking of my Let's Watches. That's when they come out on Wednesdays, right? But, look forward to that on the 31st. I have another video with me and my dad watching a movie, so look forward to that. But, so yeah, so if it was the final episode, if not, the show will possibly end on January 2nd, or if they have, like, a 25th episode, then it'll end on the 9th. Because again, I figured, usually with each of the new Ultraman shows, they try to schedule them to where, basically, they start off in one year, and then they finish off in, like, the new year. Like Ultraman Z started off in 2020, finished in 2021, which then Ultraman Trigger started in 2021, finished off in 2022. Then we had Decker in 2022, finished off in 2023. Then we had Blazer 2023 to 2024, and then Arc 2024 to 2025. And then, yeah. So Omega will finish in like 2025 to 2026. this coming like January, basically. So yeah, but yeah, overall the episode itself, yeah, not really much to say. It was just like just a little recap episode and just seeing how the kaiju have affected Naragi's life. Like, oh, he was kind of getting depressed and like losing hope, basically. But then after listening to the people on the radio and thinking about Sarato, Kosei, and Sayuki and Ayu and like everything they've done and trying to protect people. And again, I like that little moment where he walks out on the roof and he's just screaming, "You can do it, Ultraman, you can do it, everyone," like trying to show he hasn't lost hope. But then they show the scene afterwards, like, oh, Ultraman left now. It's like, oh, you fuckers. Oh, that's so sad. He, like, yells out, like, don't give up, everyone. And then immediately after, Ultraman just leaves. But, yeah. Yeah, nothing much to say. I'm glad it did give me like some answers. And again, I like a little bit of the world building, saying like, oh, hey, you gotta remember there aren't just kaiju here, there are also kaiju all over the other countries. They don't get an Ultraman to defend them, they have to defend themselves. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. That is something that's always a thing, which is funny in these Ultraman shows. But yeah. That's about it. I'm looking forward to episode 24. I'm very curious how they're gonna bring this to a close. I really, in my opinion, overall, I've been really liking the show. I didn't want to talk about it, but I will. I was looking at this guy's video of episode 23 of Omega. I'm not gonna change channel because I don't wanna, but I think him and a friend were watching the episode and just mostly kind of were shitting on it because of like these special effects and stuff. I mean, like, yeah, I'll agree, they're not great, but it's like they're getting across what's happening. Like, I mean, I like the way the creature came out of the ground. Like, yeah, you can clearly tell it's like comped in or on a screen or something, but you know, it's like still fun. And then it still had a lot of mixed shots of like when it was getting away from Omega. I like the way they did the forced perspective to make it look like it's digging into the ground and the dirt coming up and stuff like that. Like, for me, I don't mind the effects. Like, again, I can understand some people not liking them, but overall, I like it. I mean, in my opinion, it's better than, like Marvel, where you get, like, a full CGI, like, thing, and most of the time it just looks like crap and is just, like, terrible. While with this, it's like, at least like the effects they're doing. Like, again, I will admit, like episode 1, when they did full CGI Omega, I was like, ooh, that's not good. But like all the other effects that are like, you know, comping them into like shots and stuff like that, like having Omega floating in the air, like you can clearly tell he's like on a screen or something. I like that because again, at least it's like you get the guy in the full suit and there's still a bit of the live action in there. And it's not just a computer, like, generated image and stuff like that, you know? That's just a me. And again, I'm not saying CGI is bad. I mean, I'm somebody who really likes Shin Ultraman and Godzilla. Like, CGI is great in those. And there are other movies with great CGI. Like, I guess, to bring it back to Marvel, the first Iron Man, I remember watching a clip of him fighting Ironmonger. I'm like, damn, that still holds up for, like, 2008. And again, it's probably because of the way they lit it and just how the scene played out and the movements. They did such a good job compared to, like, what we get nowadays.
Yep, clean blow.
But, yeah. Okay, sorry about that little tangent. But yeah, overall, just a fun little recap episode. I'm assuming that's the last one. Imagine they have another. It's like, what? How? The show's almost over. And I'm looking forward to episode 24 of Ultraman Omega. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 7068. And I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Omega next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
CB Ultra 768.
Do it. Oh, you're back.
And now I hate you again. Ugh.
I'm confused easily.